Greetings, Gemini. Last week somebody commented, I guess a couple of weeks ago, about the Virgo horoscope, and they had all these criticisms, and they did it in really broken English, and they said, "Your English too fast." You don't know what you're talking about. Nobody know what you say. I mean, I don't know if that was their accent really, but it kind of, the written thing, it seemed something like that. It seemed like their linguistic origin was a place that didn't really have a lot of verbiage or adjectives, so it's okay. Everything's okay. Everyone's got their own way of communication. I think a lot of it's just accepting it. So let me give you the bad news first, is that this is a time when you're likely to be less conscious. All right? This is a time when you're likely to have some of the more severe karma, deal with. You're dissolving things. So what do I recommend for these 12th house transits is take a vacation if you can. And, mid-spring is a great time for a vacation, folks. It really is, because not so many people do it. And I think it's best to go to like a spiritual retreat, like a monastery or, a sacred site out in nature. Get away from it all, camping, isolation. That is part of the 12th house. If you choose your own isolation, you might not end up with the bad isolation, which is like hospitals and prisons and stuff like that. And that's not fun. Big institutions. And Venus is going in your first house, though. So it goes from the 12th house, pleasures of the bed, to like, ooh, Gemini, you're looking hot. Getting some play. Yeah. Everybody could use a little play sometime. I hear you. Working out, getting yourself physically in shape. And Jupiter transiting your 6th house, that's a good idea. That'll help. A lot of things are out of control. You got the whole Saturn, Mars, Pluto thing in the 8th house. That is not particularly easy. It can be ego crushing. But I think when you approach it from a prayerful level, and it even could be things going on with your spouse or loved one, and just give support, have compassion. This is how we're going to work through these things. And if you just focus on your spiritual life and have compassion and take a little vacation, as much like I said, I think everything's going to work out for you just fine.